Good morning. Yesterday we looked at 2 Timothy 2:22. We're going to look at it again in the desire that Paul has for Timothy to be a pure servant. He exhorted him to flee youthful passions. Verse 22 begins, "So flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart." So, yesterday we mentioned a paradox that the victory that is to be had in the spiritual life is first obtained, or the first step to obtaining it, is retreat. So we got to pull back from certain things, certain youthful passions, certain desires that would be our natural proclivities, and pull back from them. There's a second part, and it's the opposite. If you're gonna pull back from something, then you've got to fill that void or that space with a pursuit of something. It's never just pulling back. It's pulling back in pursuit, retreat in the interest of resolve. And so, what is it that we ought to be resolved to go after? Flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace. Righteousness, faith, love, and peace. Let's pause for a second. Just think about this. The word for pursue is the idea of like hunting down. It's used like 30 times in the New Testament of persecution, actually, like being pursued, someone who's a persecutor pursuing or hunting down those that they're seeking to persecute. So it's the idea of hunting and pursuing. Why would you have to pursue or hunt down righteousness, faith, love, and peace? Well, you'd have to hunt them down because they don't come naturally. That may seem really obvious, but you need to, and I need to, get our minds around the idea that virtue doesn't happen by osmosis. Virtue doesn't happen organically. That virtue is the kind of thing that needs to be pursued. Righteousness comes by pursuit. Faith by pursuit, love by pursuit, peace by pursuit. That these are things in that sense that we hunt after, that we seek to cultivate in the characterological aspects of our lives, in the crevices of our lives. We want to fill them with faith. We want to develop it. We want to fill it with love. We want to pursue it. We want to fill it with righteousness. We want to resolve to go after it, and peace. Now, that means there's an intentionality to cultivating these things. That's one of the reasons we have discipleship at Lifeline, is a concerted effort to create a context where we can cultivate these kinds of things. Now, there's a final point in this verse. So flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Now, how do we do discipleship at Lifeline? We typically do not do it one-on-one. We instead try to do it in the context of a cohort, a community of people who are pursuing the same ends. This is one of the reasons for it. We're to do these things, the intentional pursuit of virtue, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Community is an essential part of resolving to live a holy life. So we see a formula of sorts emerging. Retreat from particular proclivities, and at the same time pursue intentionally virtue, and do it in the context of community. So lean in to people, lean into discipleship. In that way, milk it for everything it's worth, so that you can pursue Christ in your life. Have a wonderful day.